Hello friends, welcome back to 70 by 70. This is the first day on our journey on the footsteps of Jesus Christ. First, we'll be entering Palestine, a village called Jericho, where we will be seeing the famous sycamore tree. From there, we will travel to the place where the Satan enticed Jesus. From there, we will drive down into Israel to Mount Tabor, and finally, we will end our trip in Nazareth. We will be visiting a biblical village called Jericho. Why I chose Jericho? There are two good reasons. One, archaeologically, Jericho claims to be the oldest city in the world which is still inhabited. And number two, its connection to biblical times. We left Amman, Jordan in the morning and started our drive of about 2 hours to reach Jericho. The drive took us through an international border which we crossed in a place called Allenby Bridge. The first place we'll be visiting is called Zacchaeus Sycamore Tree. It is one of the top tourist attractions at Jericho due to the role it played in famous New Testament event. The tree stands at a major intersection in Jericho. Tests carried out on the tree have shown that it is over 2000 years old and it stands in the same settings as the biblical sycamore event.
This is the sycamore tree where the tax collector claimed that the tree to have a look at Jesus, to whom Jesus said, "Don't worry, I am coming home for dinner." And
Although the tree may not be the same one Zacchaeus claimed, but local tradition has named the Zacchaeus tree. The tree does have a rival too. Nearby, in the courtyard of a Greek Orthodox church, the huge trunk of a dead sycamore encased in glass is also presented as the proverbial tree. Next is our visit to the Mount of Temptation. With a gravity-defying monastery clinging to its sheer face, it is traditionally regarded as the mountain on which Christ was tempted by the devil during his 40-day fast.
the Mount of Temptation, where Jesus was supposed to have fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, resisting the temptation.
There is also a cable car facility to reach the monastery. It was evening, and we finished this enjoyable trip of the day by having a cup of coffee at the restaurant at the foot of the mountain. An hour of drive through the dusty roads of Palestine, we entered Israel. Wow, what a change! Tarred roads with olive orchards on both the sides. It was a pleasant drive.
We are on top of Mount Tabor. We are going to have a mass.
Mount Tabor is a place of deep religious significance for Christian visitors, as it was here that the transfiguration of Jesus took place. Pilgrims have traveled here since Byzantine era. Today, the church complex on the summit, built upon the foundations of an earlier Byzantine church, is the mountain's major attraction. The significance of Mount Tabor in the history of Christianity began in the 4th century when it became identified with the high mountain apart into which Christ went with his disciples Peter, James, and John, and was transfigured before them. And his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light. And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias talking with him. Jesus thus appeared to the disciples in his divine form as the Christ and the God's beloved sun.
Top of Mount Tabor. We just finished our mass.
There is one spot that you shouldn't miss is the viewpoint from where you can see the view of the Jezreel Valley. It was fantastic. We spent some time there, had our prayers, and then left for Nazareth. Our second day is going to be very interesting. We'll be traveling around Nazareth, visiting most of the important places around, like Church of Annunciation, Mount Beatitude, Church of Multiplication, Church of the Primacy of Peter, and then even we'll have a small boat raid in the Sea of Galilee. We'll visit Capernaum and we will also visit the baptism site. This is where it gets interesting. We will enjoy our second marriage. Just wait for a week. We'll be with you. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to travel to a lot more places like this with me, why don't you subscribe, share, and like this channel? Thanks for watching. We'll meet again.